Hello friends and welcome to another What I Eat in a Day video. It's March now and it's a little bit warmer. As you can see, I've gotten out some of my summer clothes and springtime mood, and still not hot, but it's warmer. So I've got some nice, more spring inspired recipes for you guys this month. I'm showing you what I would typically eat in a day when I'm at home. I try to use mostly whole foods. I try to use minimum refined oils, sugar, okay? So this month we are doing a breakfast, which is really nice. I've been showing porridges the first two times because it was cold and I needed a hot breakfast in the morning. But now for March, it's getting a little bit warmer. Sometimes it's already very sunny in the morning. People are already sitting outside in Switzerland. So I am making a breakfast, which it is hot. It's a boiled breakfast, but you can also eat it cold. It's also very delicious chilled. So you can also prepare it even the night before and just let it rest and eat it in the morning. And the recipe that I'm showing you is a recipe that I know from childhood that I really love. And for a long time I stopped making it because I thought that you needed the cow's milk to prepare it. But now I actually try to do it using vegan milk, using cashew milk or coconut milk, like in this recipe. This time I use coconut milk and it still tastes really delicious. And it is milk rice. So this is very typical for Switzerland. We call it Milchreis. I think we all know it from childhood. It's really delicious. It's rice boiled with milk and it's sweet, and we make it with berries or we make it with like dried raisins. There's different varieties of making it, but this time I made a little bit more of an exotic version, which is a little bit inspired by my stay in Thailand and in Malaysia, because there they eat sticky rice, which is also like white sweet rice, and they eat it traditionally with mango. So what I'm making for my breakfast recipe today is a milk rice, Milchreis in Swiss German, with mango, with very delicious mango. I found some mango on special offer and they were really fresh and really tasty. Small ones, but intense flavor, and I really thought they were super nice, so I got them and I prepared them and it tasted really amazing. So the preparation for this dish is actually really easy. You just take 1 cup of rice, milk rice, together with 1 cup of water and 1 cup of the coconut milk into a pan, and then I just start to boil it up. I add 2 little spoonfuls, really small ones are enough, of coconut sugar. While I bring that to a boil and I make sure it doesn't overboil, this can be tricky, I cut up my mango. I make little nice hedgehog pieces with the 2 halves, and then I cut some fillets also off the mango, which I will use as well. By that time, usually the rice is already boiling, so I'm adding the fillets of the mango, and I keep the nice cut hedgehog squares as a topping. Boil it for like 10-15 more minutes. It depends on if you like to have a little bit of a bite in your rice or if you like it really soft. Me personally, I like it a little bit overcooked. Afterwards, I just pour it into my cup and I add the mango pieces on top, the nice ones, and I might add some random fresh berries that I have. This time I added raspberries, and then you're already done. It's really delicious. And here we are. This is the finished breakfast. I kept 1 half of the mango just cut like this because it just looks really pretty, and I just also enjoy some raw food. So this is a little bowl, as you can see, but it's filled with rice. I just topped it with the mango on top. I like to keep my portions of the rice or the starches smaller because then I can add lots of fruit and eat lots of fruits or have a snack or add as many berries as I like. But usually even already this will keep me full. Plus half of it, unfortunately, I already ate while I was cooking because I just couldn't wait because it's so tasty. I also let this sit for a little while now, and it's a little bit colder, so I love this. Honestly, you don't need dairy's milk to make this recipe. For all the Swiss people, we can have this Milchreis. You can make it with the vegan alternatives. It's amazing. I use this rice coconut milk, which is my favorite. It's just perfect. Oh my god. So good. Look at these raspberries. For lunch, I made a really super easy recipe, and I'm again using berries and mangoes and mint because I'm trying to keep same ingredients like I always do, and this is the 1 pot couscous, and it is so incredibly easy to make. Cannot go wrong with it. I am often having a hard time making couscous Sometimes I really struggle and it doesn't turn out the way I want it to be, but there is one type of couscous, those of you living in Switzerland or have this product available to them, I really recommend it, and it's this one. Okay, this is like a 5-minute, it's medium grained and it's called the 5-minute couscous. You see it right here. And it's amazing because to prepare it, it's so easy. You just take 1 cup of this, you pour it, put it in the bowl, and then you boil up some salty water, the same volume that you use the cup. So the same cup that you use to measure this, you pour water, you bring it to a boil with some salt, and when it's boiling, you basically just mix it together. So you boil the water into the bowl where you have the couscous, and then basically you just let it sit for like 5 minutes. You gently stir it to fluff it up a little bit, and it's ready and it's perfect. And the only thing you could do wrong is to add too little or too much salt. That is really the only thing you can do wrong. And the good thing is also you can of course mix it with different ingredients. So what I do for this easy lunch recipe is I take my cup of couscous, I pour it into the bowl, and then I add my ingredients, which is this time peppermint, piña seeds, and also really nice are dried apricots. Just stir that up all together. So you can also store that afterwards for like an hour or two. So it's a great like kind of salad that you can also prepare in advance. If you can bring it to like a barbecue, or you can bring it to a home party, to a dinner, and contribute to the meal. Or you can also just make it earlier and give it to your family later. And it's really such an easy recipe where nothing can actually go wrong. And afterwards I add the juice of 1 orange over the top, and then it's basically done. You're really very free in your ingredients, but this is a combination that works really well. It's minty, fruity, it has some acidity. Dinner is gonna be one of the easiest dinners ever. I like to make this when I'm coming home and I don't have much time to prepare. So what I'm placing on the tray here are sweet potatoes that I washed. And then I will also add whatever else vegetables is around. I will add a whole onion that I will only open after. The reason I like to bake it like this is because this way preserves all of the flavors inside, and afterwards I like to cut the onion open and peel it, and it will be really nice and baked well inside its crust. Also, I like to add just some random things that I have, like these frozen Brussels sprouts. You can also add funny stuff like chicorée or tomato. And I leave everything whole because I want everything whole baked. If you leave the vegetables whole, the liquids and all the flavors will be preserved and inside the vegetables. I'm gonna put this in the oven at around 200 degrees Celsius for like around 30 minutes. And afterwards, when it's done, I will also let it rest a little bit so that the potato caramelizes. So you see, this dinner is really super easy. There is no excuse not to do it. And it's nutritious because we got the carbs from the potato, the healthy starches, and then we got lots of fiber and lots of vegetable. After 20 minutes in the oven, you see that the vegetables are ready. The tomato has popped just like predicted, and the onion still looks pretty good. Actually, in fact, the onion and the potatoes could be left in a little while longer. So what I like to do is I sometimes just take a little plate, and then I'll start with the vegetables that is done because I think they're ready. And I will just season those with a little bit of lemon juice. And I've got a tiny bit of fennel seed salt here, if you can read it, which is produced locally, and I'm gonna just drizzle that over. And then that's it. I'll have this as a starter. It's like, I can only recommend you guys whole roasting. It is the best way to have the authentic flavor of the vegetable that tastes like the vegetable. Now for our other vegetable that I'll still keep inside a little bit longer, okay, the potatoes, they can still need a little bit longer as the onions. I can actually leave this onion inside the oven until the outside is black. Because once I remove the outer peel, like I could, I'm not gonna do it, but I could. You can even throw the onion on the grill and you can just leave it there until the outside is completely black. Because what you do is you just peel off the outer layer and inside will be white, flavorful, perfectly roasted. And the sweet potato, I will also leave it inside a little bit longer. This can also develop a little bit of dark patchy black spots. You don't want it to be completely black, of course, but it can develop because once again here you can take off the peel. Inside will be perfect. So there we go, it's all ready now. It's nice and dehydrated, a little bit brownish but not black yet. The onion let go of a little bit of juice. We're just gonna cut it open. Oh, it's so soft. Oh, look at the inside. Wow. Inside is perfect. Just scoop it out. Perfection. Delicious. And also the sweet potato. I'm just gonna do this with my hands, it's so lovely. Oh, it's so perfect. So this is what I would eat on a typical day in March. Of course, it's also possible that I might have some snacks or fruits or hot chocolate before I go to bed, which I didn't film, but this would be like my regular meals. I hope you guys enjoyed this too, and thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe and like my video. I will see you in my next What I Eat in a Day video, which will be April. Until then, see you soon. Bye.